the last Saturday of 2026. We're gonna get lit tonight. It's a new vibe, bro. Listen up. How you doing, chat? How we doing, chat? Look, hey, last Saturday of the fucking year. How are we doing? Hit the fucking like button. Hit the notifications. If you know what's going on, if you part of the fucking society, then fucking line up. Let's get it, chat. Look, we here. It's a Saturday before the end of the year, man. Next Saturday is gonna be 2026, bro. Today's the 27th of December, 2025. It's crazy, bruh. It's crazy, bruh. We got 4 days really until the end of the year. So I feel like this is the time where you kind of kick back and really go back in your, archives and see what you want to revive for next year. What are the friendships and relationships you're reviving for next year? What are the career goals you're reviving for next year? Because right now, the only career goals we got is getting lit. It's Saturday. So get you a cold one. Get you a fucking cold OJ, because that's what we drinking. OJ with some mystery drink. I'm just kidding. I got 7-Up, bro. I'm out of Sprite. You know I'm a Sprite person, but I'm running low, so I got me a 7-Up. And I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes you have to tighten the belt and go for the fucking off-brand. It might be a little bit of a taste different if you're that, super strict about it, but, deep down, it's not the same thing, but it does the job. And big 2026, I feel like we should just do the job. If you need to get up and get out, let's do it. Fuck it. There's no waiting around in 2026. And I feel like that's what I want to get to at the end of this, beautiful year of 2025 is 2026. Fuck it, we ball. That's all of 2026 is all about. Fuck it, we ball. I've kind of coined this theory recently, chat. As y'all know, the last couple of streams, that's what I was on, taking a little break and really figuring out what 2026 mantra is going to be about. Because 2025 was... fuck. We gotta lock in. 2025 was all about locking in. 2026 is no matter what happens, you gotta do what you gotta do. If you got a goal and you really trying to achieve that goal, you gotta do anything and everything in your power to get to that goal, right? You're making sure that, hey, fuck. No matter what happens, we got a ball. And at the end of the day, that's a skill that can be learned truly and genuinely from the bottom of my heart. I've seen that this year. There's a skill of not giving a fuck. There's a legit skill of not giving a fuck. No matter how exhausted you are, no matter how tired you are, you just don't give a fuck. And I think our, fathers and mothers really see that. Like the boomers really get the art of not giving a fuck, right? Motherfuckers in their 30s right now, have been through some ridiculous shit, ridiculous shit over the last 10 years. Like COVID was crazy and you have to raise kids through COVID, or 2008 financial crisis. And, you got to tell your kids, mommy just lost the job. No, fuck the government, bailed out the banker. So mommy lost the job. Right. And you can't explain that to your kid, but you just kind of make up some bullshit. So the boomers have been through some bullshit and they just realize the art of not giving a fuck. We've been on a tea break, so, my voice is kind of changing a little bit. But look, I feel like in 2026, in order for you to get what you want to go get done, you have to just learn the subtle art of not giving a fuck. And that's what I'm trying to improve in my life. Because next year, bro, I'll be 27? Oh my lord, bro. I'll be a old head. I'm gonna be unk in 3 years after that, bro. And that's crazy, bro. I'm stupid as hell. I'm still as dumb as I was like 5 years ago. This is just the Diary of an Open Mic comic. We're just having fun. We're fucking just living life. So hit the like button, hit the fucking notifications, because if you really about that life, you know, join the clan. Okay, that sounds like a, hold on. That sounds like a, joining the clan just sounds racist. I'm sorry, this is not racist. This is just all fun and games. Look. I'm just a comedian from Dallas, bro. I'm just trying to make it. So this diary is just like, looking back at the struggles of doing open mic comedy. Just pure degeneracy. This is not anything that you look back and be like, yes, I remember those good old, like, it's like, yo, we're fucking chumming through damn dirt to get 2 pennies, bro. Open mic comedy, bro, if you want to be a comedian, don't. Like, genuinely don't. Like, if you're doing it for a hobby, that's cool. Just do it for a fun hobby. But honestly, it's a level of, like, it's a level of self-hatred that you don't want. Because you gotta be in, like, the lowest of lows after you bomb on stage. Like, terribly bomb on stage. I'm talking about walking out people and they just like are like, bro, you're not funny at all. Who, like, it ages you, bro. Bombing on stage and doing stand-up, like, it just ages you, bro. But I feel like it's like a weird pain. You're like, fuck it, I like it after a little while. But everybody should try it just so you can get on stage and kind of yap about whatever, right? You just get to have fun and just, let a very, very large community of comics call this, therapy, It's like a hack joke saying that, hey, stand-up is my therapy. But, like, in reality, bro, if you can't, afford nothing, just go out, talk. And if people want to listen to you, you can fucking all of a sudden start making money from it. So you have to become really a different person, a character per se, just because of the fact, bro, if you are just telling stories, if you are just telling just the same old, there's 40 other motherfuckers there that are doing the same exact thing. So you got to do something a little out of pocket, a little out of the ordinary. Hey, a wise man once said, if you want to be number one, you got to be a little odd. So I think it takes a little bit of time to, like, really get in the groove of it. But if you have that mindset, especially, bro, in the open mic mindset, bro, like, when you're early in the game like this, man, I've been doing it 3 years. And I'm still learning, bro. Every day I'm grinding. I'm like, I've been doing this joke for 3 years. Let's get to it then, There's some jokes I've been doing 5 years before I even started doing stand-up, bro. You forget how much effort this takes. Whether it be, doing stand-up comedy, doing school, whatever it is, bro, I just realized you just have to keep on keeping on. You just have to keep doing the little things so they will stack up to make the big thing, right? So going to a club, and not even sometimes performing, sometimes just watching kind of knocks off that checklist. Like, I'm here, I put in my time. That 10,000 hour thing is a real deal. And I think same thing with the 90-day rule, right? Like, 90-day rule, hey, I got to get in a relationship for 90 days before you call it anything, right? That 90-day rule really reveals a lot. And same thing with the 10,000 rule. If you want to have a job, okay, cool. But if you want to have a career and a lifelong passion, that 10,000 hours is just getting you through the roof. Or through the door, my bad. But through the roof too, because if you put 10,000 hours into something and you quit it, what the fuck? How are you, what is going on? Because putting that much time into something kind of reveals a lot about that thing, right? And some people can do that in 1 year. Some people can't do that for fucking 5 years. They can't give that much time to one thing. But if you are able to give it 5 fucking years straight, 1,000 hours a year, that's like 10 years of your life. If you give something 5 years, you know if you like it or not, right? And then you probably can give like 1,000 to... How many hours in a year, bro? How many hours in a year? Let's figure that out. How many hours in a year? There's 8,760 hours. And that's crazy because a standard 40-hour work week has 2,080 hours. You'll be working 2,000 hours just at work, first of all. Let's just say just 2,000. Let's flatten this out. 8,700. You don't have much time in this fucking world, really, if you really think about it. So as long as the outcome is what you wanted, get to it. You just gotta put time and effort into it. And I'm realizing that this year. Realistically, I knew comedy was like nothing that's gonna be like in the next 5 years, 10 years. But in your mind, you're like, I'm going to something every day. Maybe something might come out of, like, you just have to give it time. And that's just me just speaking to myself. This year, I've kind of realized you have to live life outside of just stand-up, right? Rather than just fucking doing 5 shows a day, 7 days a week, you have no life outside of stand-up, which is cool, but it is a force for burnout. It is a force for burnout. So me doing stand-up like 3 times a week, couple nights, in the city, so I'm not going too far. Kind of scheduling it out with my work, because the thing is, it is leading me to burnout for doing stand-up, open mic after, like, after a little while, bro, you gotta take care of some work shit, right? So I've done it for the last 3 years, quite heavy, bro. It was like an addiction, right? It's like, I gotta get on stage, bro. But I'm at a point where I'm like looking at this in clear view of kind of staying away from the game, just kind of seeing it. And that's what this last month I've kind of noticed about doing stand-up. Is just like, you gotta live life in order for you to produce what you want to produce on stage, right? Sometimes you got shit going on you can talk about. That's like another just 5-10 minutes at least. But the number one thing is, you gotta have stories to tell by just living, right? You can't just be a hermit. I'm not a traveling comedian, like some of the people I love, Cat Williams and all these other comedians. They're going from city to city, and they can tell they've already kind of mastered the art of writing that down. Like, oh, I can talk about this at this show, I'm still an open micer, so I'm just, kind of getting in that, like, I'm trying to get in that pocket. I've seen the pocket a few times because I can hit joke. But I kind of get out of the pocket once. Like, you might get in the pocket for one show. There are some motherfuckers, every show, because they've learned to stay in that pocket. I haven't. I have some crazy wild times, I enjoy some of the shows. I can't even, hate on myself and say I'm not putting in the effort, because I am. Whenever I'm doing a show, I'm going to make it entertaining. But for me, wanting to achieve something in comedy and wanting to be on that next level, I have to do something better every show, in my opinion, right? I'm like, oh, I try to deliver that, or at least joke I got out of the last, whatever I was doing. I'm trying to get a little bit better at storytelling, but I can't do that 7 days a week because I have a job, right? So next year, it's like I need to achieve these level of, things but I need to do it strategically rather than this year. Like, fuck it. I going through, like an argument with my bitch. I'm going and talking about it. Like, you gotta chill, give it some time, like, and then get on stage, like, write about it a little bit. I need to get in that little pocket of writing, because I've watched Joe Rogan a lot, especially after COVID, bro. I think everybody watched Joe Rogan so much, and I've kind of, taken a little bit about his writing. Obviously, he's not known as a comedian, he's known as a podcaster now, but he always talk about meeting the muse, right? And I think whether it be comedy, whether it be music, no matter what you do, I feel like meeting the muse is like something that all of us could take. Any art form, anything you do as like an artist, you could take meeting the muse to, like, because you would have to set aside some time to be able to meet the muse and be able to write. Because if you're just blabbering, there's only so much blabbering you could do. And that comes from a certified yapper, I've been blabbering forever. For the last 3 years, I've been blabbering on stage, and I ran out of material. Now it's putting in work. That's why, brother, get you a cold one and sit down and let's get to, really writing some more. And that's what real stand-up and real joke writing comes from. I have a book I haven't read, bro. That's the one goal I have for next year, is I want to be able to finish at least 3 books next year. So, or not 4, I'm sorry. 1 per quarter, bro. 1 per quarter, bro. And I'm not even gonna lie, if I'm doing good enough, I might even give myself a quarter off. But I'm trying to read at least 3 books next year. I'm gonna try to hold myself to that. And I'm not even talking crazy heavy books. Maybe Mein Kampf first, and I'm like no, I want to read how to write. I have it right here. I have it chilling right here. Joke writing book. My homie gave this to me. I need to read it. I really do need to read it. I've been staring at it. And of course, I need to read some, Quran. I need to read the Quran or something, bro. I need to be closer to the gods. I need to be closer to God, period, And then, I don't know, maybe like a self-help book. Maybe like a small little self-help book. I don't know. I just want to read 3 books next year. This year I wanted to. I read half of a couple. And I'm happy that I opened a book. Outside of school, I've opened a book to read just as a fun time. But it's hard. It's hard, bro. Reading is difficult. Reading at a 5th grade level, I could do it, A is an apple, B is... But, reading a full-on book, that's difficult, man. That's really difficult. When people say and talk about, Harry Potter books were better than the movies, I say, you don't know what you're talking about. But, I don't know. I've never read the books. Look, in 2026, I wanna be a little bit more disciplined. That's my goal. And the discipline really comes back from, or come back to, all the good habits you set this year, or collected this year. Let's put it that way. Your good habits might have been, hey, you fucking go to the gym at least 3 times a week. And that's what I started doing in the last couple of months. Obviously, your boy's been eating snacks and getting fat. But I've been still trying to hit the gym as much as I can. It's like kind of like, putting the scaffolding in before you build the damn building. And I'm not gonna lie, I might have to cut out some snacks big 2026, bro. I need to cut out the fucking snacks, because damn, them shits make you fat, bro. But I love the sugar, bro. I can't even lie. The sugar is so good to keep you going, bro. Eating sugar before you get on stage, like, you got anxiety, let me pull out a Hershey bar. I'm obviously not at that fat level. I'm not obviously eating crazy candy bars. Hey, what's good, Musher? How are you doing, man? I'm not at that level where I'm just eating candy bars before I go up on stage. But once in a while, when you bomb on stage, you need to eat some sugar. But that also could be if you're drinking a lot of sweet drinks. You got that sweet tooth, Because cranberry vodka is the best. I can't even lie to y'all. I cannot even lie to y'all. Cranberry vodka is the #1 drink out there. Nobody Nobody can tell me otherwise. People be hating. And I'll be honest with you. I understand. It's a easy drink to hate on. It's a simple drink to hate on. But you cannot fuck up a cranberry vodka. It's just 2 ingredients. A cranberry, cranberry juice, and then vodka. It's simple. The halalish drink, not fun. Mush, check my Discord. What's going on Discord? What's going on Discord? I haven't been on there, man. I seen the show for tomorrow. That is the one thing I might have to. Wait, why are you calling right now? I'm in the middle of a set. All right, message first. We'll call in a second. I have a story. One of the rounds, sure, just not towards the very end. Okay, that's from BASD. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna join some of the rounds for BASD tomorrow. Because I definitely want to do the E-Day show. That would be really fun, bro. I'm not even going to lie to you. I was going to talk about that at the end of the stream, but I'm actually looking forward to that. Doing a full-on E-Day show tomorrow. I think it's going to be 8 p.m. Central Time. 8 p.m. my time. It's, I think, 7 p.m. EST or something, right? So I definitely want to get to that tomorrow, but I feel like I need to get into the Dallas Comedy Club open mic circuit. Because Sundays, they have 4 p.m. shows. Who the fuck wants to go to a 4 p.m. show on a Sunday? We got shit to do. Do a late night show, bruh. If you are a real comic, you're gonna be there fucking 9 p.m. Because Wednesday, they fucking run 2-3 hours late and they can't really do much. And by the time you go up at 10 p.m. on a fucking Wednesday, people in Wednesdays are tired. On a Sunday, bro, they're a little bit more relaxed. They can go fucking 4 p.m. for an open mic. Like, what are we doing? What? Are we serious? Are we serious right now? And that's the real thing, bro. I don't know how people in their fucking right minds do some of these comedy shows. Because I'm like, bro, you are putting shows at the weirdest time. I get it, bro. 7 p.m. shows, you want to, like, but 7 p.m. shows are so early, bro. That's why I like Mad Hatter. That's why I like the Sharks. They run at fucking 9 p.m. to 10 p.m., bro. Quinlan's 10 p.m., bro. Like, people want to do their regular day schmegular shit, but let's go ahead and run it up at night, bro. Like, or have 2 different shows. You're Dallas Comedy Club. You're setting the standard for all the comedy clubs in the fucking city. You're doing early shows so other smaller mics are, like, you gotta be the art fucking mecca, bro. You gotta hit like a 24-hour mic or something, like 2 a.m. mic. Because, bro, real comedians don't have time to get there at 7 p.m. We got fucking real shit to do, you know? I don't know. I'm not even a real comedian. I've not even made money from this shit. Why? You know, listen. I'm just saying, bro, as somebody that wants to do mics at, you know, DCC, obviously they don't need me. They don't need my skills. But if you're wanting to discover something, if you're wanting to have fun, if you're wanting to do that, you're not going to make it at 7 p.m., bro. You're not going to make it at 7 p.m. They need to have a fucking 10 p.m. show at, like, DCC, Dallas Comedy Club is the first thing that pops up when you look up comedy. So they have something to provide to the culture, but they're not. They're fucking listening to people that have, like, you know, that soy boy energy. I'm not even hating. I can't even lie to you. I'm not even hating right now. But I've seen a lot of the fucking comedy sphere is taken over by, like, some soy boy energy, bro. And I'm not really hating, but, like, I get it. A lot of the art institutions, you know, get taken over by the woke mind virus. I get it. But why can't art no more, you know? Why can't art just be what it is? Why can't it just be what it is with the fact that people want to express themselves. People want to have fun. People want to just enjoy being, you know, humans. being in just life and just enjoying life, doing things. You can't put a time slot on that, right? So they need to set some kind of new show or something. Obviously, bro, I get it. I'm just kind of throwing shit out there. I'm just yapping. But I feel like, bro, as music mics are, some of them are fucking 10 p.m. Some of them are fucking 4 p.m. Bro, they're all over. But I've always seen comedy mics are fucking in the weirdest time slots. Obviously, the late shows are hard, but you get gemstones out of the late shows. You get real degenerates out of the gemstones, bro. Those degenerates that are like, fuck it, bro. I got nothing else going on at 11:35. I'm gonna go to a mic at midnight. But that takes a level of commitment and that takes a level of love to the game that most people don't have anymore. And I get it. It's a business thing too. You don't know if somebody's going to be there. Everything now after COVID, bro, it's a business thing. I get it. And it kind of hurts because it does hurt art in general. If you think about it, bro, art's never going to be like, you know, business sensey, right? You're going to do some shit just for the culture. You're just going to do some shit just to make it fun and exciting and something that might not have a return on investment, right? Every business transaction is about return on investment. There's no return on investment with art, bro. It's just how somebody feels about it. Some person might pay like $100 million for getting like a potato with 2 stripes across from it, right? But they got money like that, so they can spend that on that thing, and that means something. And somebody might see that, what the fuck is that? And so I obviously don't understand some of the modern art, but they're going for hundreds of millions of dollars. Somebody might understand it. It's just art has a weird value to it, right? You can't put a timestamp or money stamp on art. And a lot of people do because they got I got the Dior, like this. I got, Chanel. The only reason you have the value on that thing is because of the fact that somebody else doesn't have it. Oh, this is a 3 of 3 or 1 of 1 or 2 of 2, Because of that, a lot of people put more value on something. And I get it. That's what art has come to because, bro, nowadays the world is hard to live, bro. It's hard to fucking survive. Shit is expensive, my boy. Shit is expensive, my boy. Everybody's down bad, so I get it, bro. I get it. But sometimes art is all we have. I'm getting fucking too philosophical and too deep for this shit. I got allergies. I need allergy medicine. But in general, bro, I think comedy shows need to run late. That's where real fucking degeneracy is done. I feel like nowadays, bro, people are just wanting some clean shit. They want some regular schmegular. I'm like, bro, out of the 40 other comics, how the fuck am I gonna ever stand out? Everybody's doing the same thing. Joke, set up, punchline. Joke, set up, punchline. We're all the same. This is like a copy and paste. Let's do something different. Let's make it a variety show. Let's do something different. And that's what I feel like DCC should stand for, right? Obviously, I've kind of not been I'm more in the old scene, so I can't even speak on it like that. But I feel like you hear about all this beef in the comedy community, like motherfuckers just doing motherfuckers dirty, And obviously, that's in any industry. It'd be like that sometimes. But, bro, we're all aiming for the same thing. Is getting a fucking 4-minute set turned into a 5-minute set because they don't like you. But Hyenas in Dallas doesn't have an open mic circuit anymore. They used to when David Lucas used to host it, and now they don't. Why? Because they need to make money. Oh, they used to do it whenever there were people. Bro, just let the artists do what they do, bro. And I refer to comedians and artists, but I'm just saying in general. If you're a painter, if you do whatever, it's like You can't put a price tag on comedy. Sure, you can. But I think they need to just let some of these open mics just let somebody fucking go have their mental breakdown on stage and go home. Now everything is like, oh, if you don't sign up online, you don't need to come here. You know, you need to give a heads up ahead of time, and then that mic shuts down 2 weeks later. And some of the actual like comedy clubs, they make it harder for the open micers to get in unless they really know somebody, and then you get lighted at 2 minutes. I feel like some of these institutions don't want you to succeed. Simple as that. I don't know if that is true. I'm just kind of speaking from, if you're any different than what they know they can sell, good luck. Good luck. If they cannot, you know, put you on a show that's like, oh, see, easy and simple, there's no challenging art anymore. There's no challenging the upper echelon or upper quota. It's just like, you just keep on keeping on. Get in this file, keep on keeping on. And I'm like, dude, where's the fun in that? That's the whole thing comedy's about. It's just talking about not being so uniform. Every open mic I go to is so uniform. Like I told y'all, the last time I tried to do some outlandish fun shit, the headliner tried to fight me. I'm like, bro, we're the old scene. We're supposed to be, you know, different. You're treating this like a fucking military drill. Do some heckling. Do some fun shit. Do something like that makes you make it in the moment. Obviously, don't fucking ruin the show. But if you're having fun, have fun. People are no longer in the moment. They're like, yes. The motherfucker drops a fucking grenade. And you're like, that didn't happen. You just keep on keeping on, bro. I don't know. Maybe I've just not gone enough. Like, I haven't gone to enough open mics. Maybe I might just need to, you know, widen my palette. I don't know. But I feel like in the open mic circuit, bro, shit has been hard. I've been kind of trying to up the time involved. The more I'm writing, obviously, I be trying. Wild shit. I be trying to push the art form forward. But I'm trash, so I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do, brother. But I think next year, I definitely want to go to Quinlan's every Wednesday. That's the goal. That is the goal. I want to get to at least 2 other mics during the week. I don't know if I'm going to be trying to go to Fort Worth. It's like an hour and a half. Because those Fort Worth mics are an hour and a half there, an hour and a half back. That's 3 hours right there to get, like, sometimes 3 minutes in front of 2 people. 3 hours. I'm trading 1 hour for 1 minute is painful, bro. It's painful. How do I get to my 10,000 hours when I'm trading fucking 1 hour for 1 minute, bro? Hour and a half there, an hour and a half back to get 3 minutes, bro. Those type of drives hurt me. It's been more than once. I mean, I'm sure I can count it on the hand, but still very painful. I'm sure the other comedians that have been doing this for 10, 15 years, they're like, bro, I do that on a daily. Like, if you really want this shit, you got to go get it. So I get it. But, like, it hurts because you're like, I wish there was something I could be like, okay, I did this, right? Like, this is a body of work. You know, obviously, the week after I got kicked out of Quinlan's last time, I went on the, you know, prime time. You know, that was fun. That was something that was like, okay, I can show to my family and be like, hey, so life of an open micer, you know, life of an open micer. Did you make any money? No, I actually spent a lot of money because I had to take off of work. And did it get you in? No, I didn't do any sold out shows after that. So life of an open micer, bro, it's kind of a fucking ass whooping. It's straight belt to ass for weeks at a time, right? Sometimes you're driving so far, you're putting in all this effort. Some nights are sleeping nice because you get there, you come back at fucking 3 in the morning and you got work at 7 again. open mic life sometimes really just what the fuck. But I started looking at it at a different perspective recently. I had to take a step back. I did a year of streaming and I did a year of just comedy mixed with it. I did prioritize 3 streams a week. And I did average that for a year. So the thing is, it just made me realize how to do it a little bit better. You never fail. That's the thing. Nobody failed. It's just more data for moving forward. How do you lock in from this and move forward, right? And the best way to do that is taking into account all the bullshit that you did and all the, fun shit that you did. And which one do you want to keep moving forward? To me, in stand-up wise, whenever I was locked in at Quinlan's every Wednesday, 10 p.m., pull up, Mr.Muncher.com for any fucking comedy aura you need. And Poppy_Mosif for all the aura you need. But in general, I did nothing but grind at stand-up whenever I was going to Quinlan's every Wednesday, because I knew every week I had to do something. Every week I know I had to do something, because sometimes it might be the same regulars and they tired of hearing the 2 weeks in a row shit. It did come to a point where I'm like, fuck, I can't do this. And I did get kicked out, because you do get stressed out. It is a lot. It is a grind. It is a grind. Nobody said it wasn't going to be a grind, right? So I do stand up as much as I can to improve the rest of my, aura that I'm going to build off of that, which is, streaming, of course. But the underlying thing is you got to do your regular life shit. First things first, I had to fix my car. My fucking Camry's been riding this shit. It's on 200,000 miles riding that shit. My Nissan, 110K miles riding that shit, bro. And that's the thing. I focused so much on comedy that I was like, bro, I'm going to do that shit later. But I need a better balance 2026. And, you gotta just really live on that mantra of fuck it, we ball, because you got to do what you got to do. You got to get your regular shit done. And the rest is on top. That's the cherry on top. That's the life you're living. You got to do your daily tasks, work, make up your money. I really want to stack up the bag in 2026. That's the number one priority, bro. God, give me the fucking blessing to stack a bag up. I need some financial gain. God, give me some financial gain. I need that moolah, Lord. And first things first, you have to fix your spending habits on that, because I cannot be partying 7 days a week. That's obviously, I realized that 2 years ago, but reiterate that 2026. We can't be having, $500 bottle nights. We cannot be at the club spending $200 on bitches. There are motherfuckers spending $100K on bitches at the club. I can't do that right now. I got my Toyota Camry to worry about. The bumper might explode, I need to fix that fucking bumper, bro. But I think in general, 2025 was a learning year. It was a year that you're just like sitting back like, fuck, lock in, But it did teach me a lot on the things I like and the things I don't like, right? A lot of stand-up drama happened. A lot of comedians somehow died this year. Not a lot, but like couple, right? So it makes you think that this goes on. This is just life. That's just stand-up. You just keep on keeping on. In 10 years from now, that's when you're going to be like, oh shit. Half of them don't even do stand-up no more. There's so many people, bro, just in the last 3 years, there's so many comedians or people that I used to know that did comedy don't even do comedy anymore. They move cities. some moved cities and are still doing comedy. I met one of the comedians in fucking California. I was like, wait, weren't you from Dallas, bro? Like, and we went out fucking to another mic, and then he just dipped out. He was a little different. So we went to another mic. It was a fucking wait. We went to the other mic, fucking bombed on stage there, and then it's a weird life. But I feel like stand-up kind of gives me that structure of, hey, no matter what city you're in, at least you're going to have somewhat like-minded people. It gave me something to do and somewhere to belong. So I feel like everybody should do it, but you need to be realistic about it. Are you trying to make it? Are you trying to be Dave Chappelle? Or are you just doing this for the love of the game? And I really wanted to get to that, 2026, bro, that's my goal. Is obviously making it more than just for the love of the game, making some money from it, but damn. It did give me a place to call home. No matter what city I go to, what state I'm in, there's a comedy club. There's comedians. And then you go chill over there. It makes you feel right at home. All the drama, all the bullshit. There's the same old, same old. So I realize this is a lifelong journey. So you kind of have to just add things, get better, but never stop living the life that obviously you're going to talk about on stage, right? Because for me, in the last year, not even the last year, the last 3 years, really, I wanted to make everything about comedy, but I forgot to just like live and taking this little break, this little sliver. It's better to do, 1, 2, maybe 3 mics a week rather than, doing it for like a 1 month, not doing it for 6 months and then getting back, because you're just kind of resetting. It's just better to do 3 mics a week rather than 5 and having a purpose to do those 3 mics and just kind of, keep one mic as a, surprise. Hey, I'm going to maybe go to this one, maybe go to that one. I don't know yet. I'll find out the day of. 3 mics a week is still a lot. For me, I think at least doing 1 a week is bare minimum. 2 a week, you're kind of maintaining. 3 a week, you kind of taking 1 step forward. Like 1 a week is like 1 step forward, 2 steps back. You're not really improving, but you're just building the skills. To me, this is like a lifelong thing I've learned. Stand-up is just something I do now. It's like going to the gym. It feeds in everything. When I stop stand-up, I stop everything. And that's okay. That's okay. Everybody is different. That's why I'm trying to make writing a little bigger part of myself, because then I can combine the two. It's a 50-50 chance, because not everybody enjoys the wild, sporadic magic, the gathering type vibes I get. Sometimes people don't like crazy, outlandish shit. They like, what DCC likes. Keep it monotone, keep it the same. Let's go ahead and get this out of here and get people packed in. I do need to get better at that. I'm more better at the alt scene where the bitch is at. It's like the fun, loud, obnoxious shit. I enjoy that. Don't get me wrong. But I do need to get used to a more like monotone version of it where I can actually go to a comedy club and not fucking walk out people. That's the reality. That's the reality of art. You have to adapt sometimes to make a little bit of money. Obviously, is that what they call selling the soul? I don't know. Because I'm still making the art that I want to make. I'm still doing the old scenes like I want to do them. I'm never not going to do it. Bro, if I stop doing Quinlan's, that's going to hurt, bro. Because I know eventually I'll, move on doing other cities and not. But Quinlan's, the Q is, I genuinely feel like that's where I got the start, bro. That's where I got the love of comedy. I might have hated life, but I knew that crowd hated me more. Sometimes I knew sometimes I knew I might hate shit going on in life, but when I went to Quinlan's, the crowd will hate me more. So it always made me feel better, bro. There's a love-hate relationship at the Q. I don't know. That's the spot. You might get 5 people. You might get 10. Sometimes if you get 30, that shit popping. Wednesdays became a staple in my life. It gave me structure. And the last like couple of months that I did it, like especially this year, it kind of made me realize like the culture it brought in. And I think everybody needs that structure in life. If you don't have a structure, because some people like piano classes, that's like their piano classes. You know, they cannot avoid their piano classes. That's like their end all be all. Right? So, going to Q, going to Quinlan's and doing stand up there. Some nights it's just me and the host. And you're like, fuck it, bro. This is an angry ass crowd. Let's do it. I was kind of upset that I didn't get to do a New Year's Eve show. But I should have had a mic and speaker. So, you know, I'm going to try to do... did I say New Year's Eve? I meant Christmas Eve show was canceled. I want to spend New Year's Eve there. And I'm going to get a mic and speaker so I don't have to run into that issue. If there's no host, I'll host. I'll get there. I'll do my set. I just need a stage and some people. And that's the thing, bro. That's the level of commitment I'm at with comedy now. I just hope the Lord hears me out and blesses me with some coin. I need some coinage. I need some funds, Lord, with this comedy shit. I am losing a lot of money driving like 4 hours away to do 5 minutes and coming back. That's a lot of gas money, brother. But in the bottom of my heart, I feel a fucking pull. I love this shit, bro. Stand up is something you have to love. There's nothing you can do this much and just be like, it's just it. I'm like, I love it, bro. It gave me a place in my life where I'm like, oh shit, that's just me. I wanted to do this since I was young. I just didn't know how, because I always had stage fright. I feel like I still do. It still makes me a little nervous getting up on stage, because sometimes, bro, it's the most peaceful it is. You just go up there and, you know, you just, no matter who's yelling at you, you're just like, shut your bitch ass up. You know? It's a peace that I've not felt. And anytime I'm getting yelled at by the crowd, I'm like, fuck yes. It's your boy against the world. Fuck y'all. Hey, I'm going in. I'm taking 2 grenades to the chest. We going Suicide Squad, bro. I'm fucking exploding on the first impact, bro. I don't know what, nobody talking about. Fuck is you talking about? We up in the glizzy. And that's the type of love I have sometimes, bro, at Quinlan's, because I'm like, bro, everybody going against me, but I got this mic and me. That's why I really want to get the speaker and mic, because I want to go other places with it. Just me, my mic, and my speaker, and I just learn. And I don't know what will happen, but that's just something in the last couple of weeks I'm like, what do I really want to do? What is something like just having a mic and a speaker and you just live off that? Imagine, bro. Imagine. That's a homeless dream, bro. I don't know. But a comedian road dog, bro. I feel like that life entices me. The number one thing, bro, it's like make some money. That's the number one thing. I don't know how artists do it, bro. I always ask them, I'm like, bro, how did you sell your first disc? How did you sell it? It's always hard to like sell your first album, sell your first thing. But selling yourself is the hardest part about it, I feel like. Right? I feel like I can entertain a crowd. I can do all that. But how do you explain that to a bartender? Hey, can you give me like a $20 bill? Because how do you even quantify art sometimes, right? And that's what I'm trying to understand, how do these artists make hundreds of millions of dollars with just paintings that are, you know, splats? I put red, and then I put yellow, and then I put orange, and $1 billion. How do you do that? How does somebody quantify that? Why can't I just get on a cruise ship and get $10,000 for like a 5-minute set? I don't know how people quantify art. Stand up, whatever. That's the next step. That's 2026. Learning how to make money from this shit. Learning how, because bro, I've seen some comedians, I've seen some fucking people that are posting. I'm telling y'all know, I was talking about this like a couple of streams ago. I was pissed the fuck off that I drove an hour and a half, and somebody was like, yeah, bro, we just always be packed out. Just so many people here. You don't even know the type of exposure you're gonna get over here. And I get there, nobody. You're telling me I drove an hour here for nobody? You can't do stand-up in front of nobody? But I don't know. I'm just a hater sometimes, bro. I don't know. I just be angry sometimes. That's the problem, man. Stand-up be making me angry. It's like you're like, fuck, I wanted to really work out this one bit about pocket pussies. Not like I've done it 7,000 times, you know? So it's like a fun thing. Like, I don't know, bro. I don't know. It's just been on my mind a lot. I hope y'all find your thing. I hope y'all find something that gives you purpose, something that gives you hope, and something that gives you a place in life where you're like, I belong. And I belong at fucking yelling at people in the crowd. That's what I belong. I belong on stage. Yeah. Hey! I don't know. That's really fun. It's been really fun. The last 3 years have nothing but fun, I will say. No matter how mad I get, no matter how fucking like lost I feel, the last 3 years doing stand-up have been a joy. Being alive. I remember like a couple of years ago when I went to the hospital, being fucking sick as hell. My pancreas, my kidneys. Right? I would leave and I did not feel like I belonged. But then I found stand-up. I feel like this is for the degenerates of degenerates. Like, you have nothing to hold on to. Then you find stand-up. And God is like, brother, this is the last string. Like, just hold on to this. Otherwise, you're going to go into the abyss. And it gave me something, a structure to hold on to. And I'm not going to lie, bro. I'm very grateful for it. And this is the one thing I really love. Comedy has been the one thing I really loved since I was young. I watched it in Pakistan. I watched it here. I never knew I could do it. But that's with anything. You can do it. You can do it. Just fucking put your mind to it. And that's what I'm doing, man. But I have to do it strategically. I can't just fuck off and fuck around and find out. You know, there's no way you could do that. You're gonna run out of funds. You're gonna be fucking poor and in the street. Can't do that. I've fucked around and found out a few times. But I'm about to be an unk, like, in 3 years, bro. I'm about to be 30, bro. I'm gonna be unk in fucking 3 years. I see some friends, you know, that are balling out of control, and I'm like, yo, am I doing the right thing? And I feel like, you know, at the end of the day, if you can sit there and be happy with the decisions you've made, be fucking for real, then you made the right choice. If you are completely out of regret and completely happy with the choices you've made, then you have nothing to worry about. So keep on keeping on. If you found you a hobby and everybody hating on that hobby, keep on keeping on. Because I'm keep on keeping on. I got haters out the fucking wazoo. I walked out clubs of haters, bro. I walked out clubs of haters, but with fucking pain in my chest, I was saying what I truly felt. Because where the fat bitches at? Right? I knew I was just having fun. I knew that you motherfuckers have became soft. So when I get on stage, I talk the talk that you talk about in the fucking living rooms with your friends. But I say it on stage because I'm just having fun. I'm having a time of my life. Time what it used to be before fucking COVID. Before everybody became a little soy boy. I'm going to change the game at DCC. I'm going to change the game at Hyenas. In Dallas, I'm going to run that game. But that's just me, though. That's just me, though. I don't know, chat. I don't know. Big 2026, I'm really feeling different. I'm feeling like I want to run the comedy open mic scene. Can I do it? I don't know, but we finna fuck around and find out, and that's how I'm feeling big 2026. I hope you got that fucking energy. I hope you got that fucking energy, because tonight I'm declaring myself as a prince of comedy. In the Dallas scene for now, let's lock in. I'm really letting the art flow. I'm gonna make sure when I get on stage, the crowd knows the boy there. They feel this fucking passion because they ain't got it. So I'm gonna provide it to them. Listen, chat. Listen, chat. Hey. I spent 3 years grinding on this bitch. Grinding on this motherfucking planet. For nothing but just stand up. It's not enough time, obviously. I need more time. I'm not saying I've done all the grinding, but listen, I've learned some things in the last year. And when you have passion for something, when you want to fucking run the underground, you gotta let them nuts hang, my boy. You gotta let them nuts hang. So go get you a cold one. Go get you a cold one, because this is the last Saturday of 2026, chat. I hope you had a good time. Don't be pussy. Hit the fucking like button. Hit the fucking notifications, because until next time. What it do, baby?